So this is another one of those images that I started, one of the songs that I listen to when I'm painting. And I started this one on the 27th of November, but it actually feels like it must have been eons ago. I've sort of been chipping away at it, but I just felt like it would never be finished. The song is Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. And what it kind of looks a bit to me is like either an apple or a pumpkin with like loads of stuff going on in the middle, and then sort of like different people are watching from the outside. So I suppose you could liken that to the stage, I guess. There's lots of purple and blue, but what's emerged in the final sort of edit is a lot of red. It's probably easier if I zoom in so you can see the aspects of it. So down on the right hand side, there's this character here. It almost looks like they've got a walking stick. It almost looks like they've got a person within them as well, but they've got a hat on. It kind of reminds me a bit of like the Three Musketeers or something, but it's like a cat-like person. And there's someone dancing off to the right of them. That might be me. But in the centre of what's like a pillar that goes right up outside of this sort of apple, if that's what it is, on the right hand side is what looks a bit like an owl looking downwards, but to the left of that is a definite type of lizard or cat. And then there's another person to the left of that looks like it's got a really tall like headdress thing, a red face sort of looking forward. And then on the outside there's like what looks like lots of different people almost like climbing over a mountain or climbing around. You can see figures in there. There's this kind of red shadow here that I've left some white space around. And there's similar energy around the outside of top right, although some of those are quite symbolic, so they might actually mean something. There is a character far right on the outside, coming out of what looks a bit like a vine there. Birdies flying around, and lots of wildness inside the apple. So there's this sort of tall character here. Looks very elegant, with a character next to them with a cloak on. What looks like a bird far left. There's this kind of character in the middle that looks a bit like a tall cat person with someone stood on their head. And then just things emerging there. A female with her hands on her hips. So it makes sense that the picture's got a lot of energy in it, a lot of wildness, because the song I think is quite wild in a good way. Sort of using this invocation like abracadabra. Kind of makes sense why it's one of the songs that I like to listen to when I'm painting and then dancing around like a crazy lady. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.